Hello everybody, this is Johnny Slick once again. As you can see, it's now 1880 BC. I have not played at all since we last left off, so just assume that whatever bad stuff will happen will continue to happen. As you can see, just to recap briefly from the last episode, I've decided to be a big fan of the religion. I guess we'll figure out what religion I actually choose once I get into it, but with only 8 people instead of the normal amount that I like to play with, means that I don't necessarily have a huge amount of folks there. There's my culture. Obviously there's no culture left yet. Wow, I'm not doing so well. Slightly better than Poland, who I was making fun of last time, and nowhere near the Huns. And the Huns are going to destroy me. I do have a little ace up my sleeve that I'm creating a settler that should be deployed in 4 turns. So, I don't think I have much to do. Oh, these guys are starting to bore me, so I'm going to put them on Explore. Automated. That's very realistic to ancient times. They used to send explorers out, and then they automated them. They've had robot explorers going. It was pretty awesome. You can learn a lot from studying history.
You may want to consider this.
Oh, hey. Sripada. You may want to consider this. You may want to consider shutting your mouth. Okay, yeah. City-states don't like it when you march over their territory. What are they going to do? They're not going to attack me? Apparently Attila's in the classical era. I'm nowhere near the classical era. That's never a good sign when Attila the Hun is ahead of you scientifically. I'll show him. I'll build a farm. Must have been close by. Will you stop asking me to declare war against Casimir? Look, I mean, I don't like him, but no, I'm not going to do that. Come on, Attila. Just because you want to go to war doesn't mean I do. More gold. And Kiev doesn't like some barbarians nearby. That's nice. I got nothing to do. I got 1 warrior, and he's on scout duty. I ain't coming in. Oh wow, Golden Age, huh?
Only 1 military unit can occupy a tile.
Shut up. Even though, wow, are those glasses? Yeah, you got some cool glasses, man. This is some awesome shades. I'll give you that. You kind of look like you might be from Dune. But I already knew about the tile rule. You can be quiet about that. Okay, I think I'm going to build up here. This is on a river, so it's usually a really good place to build. At least it was in like the earlier civs. I assume it is in this one. Time for me to produce some stuff. I think I'm going to start having to produce military. Let's see. And in the meantime, let's see, what technological advancement should I go for? Oh, I realized I didn't go after horses. Oh well. America don't need no horses. Horses always trying to foment rebellion with them beady eyes. America. All right. Oh, I do need masonry. Where is masonry? Masonry. Oh, those are all the things that I already have. There we go. That's what I'm taking. Okay. I'm in the Golden Age with my single city. Fantastic. It's right when it's really useful. Thanks. And I've grown again. That's nice. How are my archer is my lone warrior doing? That's right. I'm running a dual monitor setup right now, so I can't stick my cursor over to move to the left. That is a real problem. I think that's kind of the definition of a first world problem, pretty much. I can't scroll to the left because I have too many monitors. Well, let's see. What am I going to do? I feel like I should probably explain this maybe a little bit to the 1 or 2 people who listen to my podcast who may not be necessarily into exactly what civilization is. So you start in the year 4000 BC, because as we all know, that was when the world was created. In 4004 BC, that's what the Bishop Usher said, and we all know that that's true. Um, so yeah, you start there. You have your one civilization, your one little city that you get started with, and basically from there you just kind of try to build it out and try to get bigger than the other guys. These little city-states, this is a Civilization 5 edition. These guys never get bigger than one city large, so um, you can, they're good to trade with. They'll be in the United Nations in the late game that you can ally with to earn UN points or whatever. But otherwise, yeah, they don't really go out and attack people too much. They sometimes attack barbarians and sometimes get beat up by barbarians kind of bad. They can be kind of a pain to take over. Because they have all the military power, but they don't have any expansionism. So yeah, I usually can't go in and kill somebody just with a bunch of archers. It's just right out. So yeah, I mean, otherwise there's also little barbarian encampments around here, like this guy right there. The barbarian city of City-State Quest. It's an unfortunate name. You're going to be dying soon with a name like that. And of course there's my opponents. Like I said, right now I only know about Attila the Hun and the Polish guy, Casimir. They do tend to play like they play in real life, and by real life I mean, they're historical people. So like Attila the Hun is, usually kind of warlike. His extra abilities encourage him to behave in a warlike manner. The Polish guys, I don't know. I'm guessing that if we have like a World War II situation, they'll charge into battle on cavalry, because that's what they did in the real life Civil War. Because they're stupid. No, just kidding. They're actually, Polish people are cool. Remember that, kids. But yeah, otherwise there's going to be what, 5 more civilizations to find here as well. So who knows who they're going to be? Probably somebody crazy. The people to watch out for as always are like usually the Indians, because they're so peaceful that they'll basically win unless you attack them, and they're usually really good defensively because they don't spend their troops on killing people. Anyway, we'll see. Guard your settler
is alone outside your borders and could be captured.
Your settler's alone outside your borders. I don't take your... This is a risk, in fairness. I really probably should be guarding him, but I didn't see any barbarians. Oh, yeah, I did. There's those guys. Whoops. Yeah, so this is a big risk. Somebody else might get the class clear. Terrific. Oh, one more turn. There's always, one thing that I can do if somebody just shows up here during the barbarians' time, and they didn't. I could always just go in there and just build in a bad spot, but it is usually better than that to have some kind of guy there. So I don't really want religious tolerance right now, because I don't want to tolerate religion. This will be big in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to go the liberty route, because I'm a liberal. I have a liberal theocracy, which makes, I guess, not a lot of sense, but I don't know. It's a civilization. You can do whatever you want. Alright, so let's see. Just about got this built up. New York City! Get a rope. Alright, so... yeah, they're not going to be building anything anytime soon until I get stuff built. I think I do need to garrison that city in some way, shape, or form, so I'm going to start building an archer. Speaking of garrisons, I think... uh-oh, Sophia's under attack. Yeah, speaking of garrisons, I'm not going to use a garrison on him because I want to kill those barbarians. In the meantime, let's see. Stonehenge and the Temple of Artemis. You may be surprised to see there's no American national wonders this early in the game. I don't understand why that is. America circa 1480 BC was a burgeoning power built on yak butter and pork belly futures. Let's see, what other news do we have? Natural wonders, yay! Alright, so they want help killing off barbarians. So maybe that... Yeah, it's like I'm going to settle where I want to, Attila. It's probably not the wisest move, but I don't care. I'm America! Freedom! And I can expand wherever I feel like it. Buy that tile. That's right, it's my tile, suckers. Stone. Man. Well, let's see. So
How happy are those whose walls already rise?
what does that mean? How happy are those whose walls already rise? First of all, Virgil is actually not English, so why they quoted him in English accent is kind of beyond me. I think he's Greek. I can't really do a good Greek accent, so I'm not going to try. But it doesn't sound like how happy are those whose walls already rise, like bread, which may or may not be something we'd ever heard of back in the day. Just trust us, okay? I think I need bronze working to clear away something here like the jungle. So we'll do that. Bronze working. My bronze working empire is growing. Oh my word, I'm terrible. I got no science. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to see how bad off I am. That is not it either. Thanks. What did I get with Liberty? Oh, adds culture. Okay. I wanted that. Yeah, I'm still a little bit, tiny bit ahead of Poland. Yay! Ah, the Huns killed him. Well, fine. I'm going to go off and kill off these other barbarians then and get some points for it. Whoa, whoa. What are you doing? Not you. You don't... You're not going to beat him back with hammers. You just send some archers. And my golden age is over. Yeah, that was a mighty golden age. And in the great golden age of America, built New York City and then sat around and built some farms. The end. Wow. That's like a Canadian golden age. There's a Canadian empire in this game. There's not, of course, because Canada. That would be their golden age. That's all they would do. Like even in a good golden age. Like this was kind of a terrible, useless golden age for me, but that would be a productive golden age. They'd be like, hey, we made some moose for you. And that's why there's no Canada. There's no mooses in here. Like, you know, there's cattle down here you can get. And there's like, you know, stone and sugar and there's some other stuff. Sheep. But, you know, deer, that's right. But yeah, no mooses. That's Canada would never stand a chance. It's probably for the best then that there's no Canadians in this game. Alright, building that farm. Well, I feel like, am I on an island? I guess in a sense we're all on an island in the end. Yeah, New York's drone, you can see that's gone way down to 13 turns, which is still an awful long time to build a guy, but...
Here Hector entered, with a spear 11
Hector?
cubits long in his hand. The bronze point gleamed in front of him, and was fastened to the shaft of the spear by a
ring of gold! Hooray! Alright. No. I want you to bombard, not sit there. Okay, time to choose new research. don't have anything near the water, so I feel like that would be kind of a wasted research thing. I think I'm going to go... Don't have any horses yet either, though. The roads are good to build between the two cities to get the trade going, but I'm going with that. I don't think I actually have any iron near me either, but that is one place... Oh, there's some iron right there. Oh, great. So I can maybe... Whoops, buy a tile. No! Oh. Oh, civilization. I hate you so much. I just bought a hill for no reason. That's good. I will call you John Hill. Yeah, as you can see, there are limits to the size that you can make the city, because otherwise you just have like one gigantic city that kept growing like the Borg or something. That is a Star Trek reference. Yeah, kill the barbarian. Why are they... Ah, come on, let me move. You want to move? Take those barbarian settlers? I don't think that that's a thing. Actually, they must have caught somebody. See, that's what happens when you let your settlers go out. I bet that was Poland, too. It seems just like the kind of thing that Poland would do. And I lost my chance. They're probably just going to sit in there and fortify, though. At least I hope they don't come out and attack me, because they might do some damage. So where am I? 2 more turns for a library and a bunch more turns for a spearman. That's not a spearman, that's an archer. You know what I mean. Ah, well, I don't care. Got plenty of bananas. Don't think you export bananas. Anyway, what are you doing? Get out of here. Go on, get. I don't love you anymore. Now, I believe, yeah. Cultivate that. That'll make my citizens happier, because it's a truly American thing. Sugar makes us happy. I'm happy I have diabetes. I think a panoply of different kinds of foodstuffs also improves your health, which, you know, again, I don't know that diabetes will necessarily help with that, but okay, sure. Not very progressive. Wow. Wow. I thought I was getting all kinds of social policies. I guess not. Yeah, so this may not be going well for me. I think I'm going to... Let's see. Stonehenge is good for faith. What to do? I think I'm just going to... Yeah, what the heck. Build Stonehenge. Somebody else will probably build it before me, but that's cool. Wow, even Casimir. Et tu, Casimrute? Yeah, I think I remember saying something about how in the first episode I was going to do something via scientific power. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm probably going to end up being a power that loses after many turns. Now that's something you don't see much on the Googles, the YouTubes. Somebody losing. I'm good at that. I've lost at this game so many times. It's not funny. It kind of is funny if you're a fan of watching people fail, I guess. But otherwise, in terms of the figure of speech, it's not funny, okay? Alright. We're gonna kill a man! Ah. I want those settlers. Give me those settlers. If I steal their settlers, they'll build a town for me. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you would think that... Oh yeah, I can take it. I'm gonna take it. I was right. It is Poland. Haha. Stupid Poland. Well, that takes care of them. Okay, so Brussels said they had barbarians down here. Guess I'll send him down that way. Oh, and he's getting promoted too. I'm going to give him accuracy because I prize accuracy above all else. No, strategically you can see there's a bunch of open space there. I figure it's probably more likely that whatever he fights, it's going to be in an open area than you know, in the woods or whatever. So yeah, calculated risk. Okay, so in the meantime, I want to get that iron, so I think we are going to move down there. And like this. I don't see that area popping up as being a good place to build, but I don't care. Actually, there looks even better. Maybe seal some horsies. In America, so I can get that iron really quick. Oh, jeez. Well, it looks like I've got a bunch of gold coming in then. Losing one per turn because, among other things, I'm not producing a lot of gold. The worker? Oh, man. I don't want a worker. I want a settler. I guess as you can see, I've played a lot, but I haven't had a lot of success. I would have known that had I had any success in this game whatsoever. Alright, let's see. Probably as good a time as any to start building up our trade empire. Hey, New York has 3 citizens. That means, that's right, that means my Pantheon kicks in, so it's suddenly going to get a lot easier for them to build crap. Am I a little out of places to search out? Get up there, come on. You're not thinking enough.
Jak ci się podoba moja oferta?
Jak ci się podoba? I was not a big fan of that guy. In Soviet Russia, Poland beat you. It was the most comprehensive Yakov Smirnov joke ever. I remember a time when that guy was an actual comedian and he wasn't just a punchline to a stupid joke. No, that's right. That's how old I am. Remember he was on a show called Night Court where basically he just didn't know any English and he cried a lot. It was very funny because so the joke is the Russian people cry and that's hilarious. Hey, okay, so I have an archer. And fortify him. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I think monument. I like the monument because it produces culture, gives me more stuff, allows me to build into the liberty. Brussels? And you want a national wonder? What do I look like? North demands wine. It's funny, they have wine. They don't have grapes, they have wine. That's you have to cultivate the wine plants. Can't make banana wine. New York is not going to be satisfied with banana wine or with sugar wine. I guess it would be rum would be the technical name for that. But yeah, they're only happy with actual wine. There any wine around here? New York's just going to be unhappy. Oh, they took the horses, jerks. I have no chance of getting horses. You know, I don't see any barbarians out there either. I think Brussels is just getting ticked off for no reason. That's good. What is this? Oh, Kiev. Why are you out here, Kiev? Okay, that's why I didn't move any further there, because that's where Krakow. Is it the first or second? I think Warsaw is their capital. That makes sense. Warsaw is the Polish capital. See? Again. That's your history lesson or geography lesson for the day. Obvious geography lesson for the day. Oh, there it is. And yep, sure enough, they are cutting that area off from anybody being able to go into it. Well, crap. I guess this is where I am until I expand to the coast, which probably should do with my next city. That would not be a bad idea. Hey, I finally made the classical era. I'd like to thank my moms for making it all possible. Let's see. Temples are good. I think I'm going to go build philosophy. I want to be, if I'm going to win at all, I gotta concentrate on the religion. That's the path I chose, liberal religiousness. I'm going to be, I don't know, Rastafarians? I don't think Rastas are actually all that liberal, but let's pretend. Why did you not search this area, sir? Okay, so I've got like 2 workers out here. You're going to start working that land. They need some help. Okay, adopt policy. Proven construction increased by 25%, or I can get +1 production. I think I'm going to take this first. That also gives me a 3rd worker. He was definitely going to start building a farm there because that's what I do. Yeah, I guess I'm not doing that bad. I got a big nest egg of money that I haven't been spending at all. I see everybody around me. I haven't attacked anyone. I'm way too nice to people. I'm like Mr. Love Man in these games. Oh, Attila, let us make a treaty for peace. Yay! I don't want to fight you. I want a hug. You know, I guess that's the big thing about civilization. It kind of brings out your inner personhood. You know, if you're naturally a big kind of jerk bag who fights everybody all the time, then that's what you are in the game. Whereas if you're a good person who is better than everybody else, but everybody else maybe doesn't realize it, then see, that's how you express yourself here. You become a loving person who makes peace treaties with Attila the Hun and refuses to go into war against Poland, even though Poland's a bunch of suckers. Yikes. Wow, they're huge. Okay. Let's fortify those guys because there's no reason for me to do anything else. Yay, you died. Alright, so I probably want to think about where I'm going to start building cities. And the hill might be a good spot. Right near 2 desert places, so it's not the best place in the world. But I need somebody who can go up on the... I need somebody who can be connected to the sea. Oh, look, horses. Oh, that's okay. There we go. Oh, that solved that right there. Okay. In fact, I think we're going to build another cellar. I know I get a free one when I get up to the point in Liberty, but nonetheless, I think that's a good way to go too. I'm going to trade with the Sardis. So maybe they'll be less likely to want to invade me because I've got the trade agreement with them. See? That's the noggin. That's using the noggin. You got to use the noggin in civilization. Oh, don't you dare steal my siege. Okay. Some other barbarians. Gonna die anyway. That was not smart of you. Let's see. Okay, they're good. Should capture that encampment soon and get some... Ooh, looks like I get a worker out of it. Having more workers than I know what to do with. Oh, Kiev's not my friend. I will crush you. Training gives me lots of influence. Screw it, I'm taking it. It's my... I know it was yours, but now they're mine. They want our freedom. it's the early American slave trade. Oh, it's funny because slavery's funny. Okay, so let's see. Moving on up to philosophy. Don't think we're going to get there by the time this here session's over, but that's a massive thing to look forward. That's right, folks. Tune in next time when I discover philosophy and we bring in Jean-Paul Sartre. Fun fact, I knew a guy who got kicked out of the Sorbonne because what did he do to Sartre? That's right, I think he did the Ding Dong Doorbell game to him in the middle of the night, like knocked on his door and ran away. Unfortunately, he didn't like have a big thing of poop, that you normally have when you're doing that, so when they walk out, they like step in the poop and they're like, "Oh, my foot's covered with poop and I woke up. What kind of crazy person is this?" So he didn't do that though. So I feel like that was maybe kind of an opportunity lost for him, frankly. But let's be fair, he still got kicked out of the Sorbonne, so it's still kind of awesome. I don't know, if you're going to be one of them there intellectual uptight folks, I think the least you can do is get kicked out of the intellectual uptightosity. I don't know. I think that's a good thing. And by I know a guy, what I mean by that is I met him and I knew him about 10 years ago. Was married to a drummer in a band that I was in. I feel like I shouldn't talk too much about this because pretty soon people are going to be like, this guy's like 70 years old. It's going to start talking about Metamucil, which by the way is delicious. No, I'm joking. I don't eat Metamucil. Actually, do you eat Metamucil? I think you put it in orange juice, or maybe it has an orange flavor or something. I don't know. I think it also tastes gritty, like because it has a bunch of fiber in it, which is disgusting. You don't drink fiber. You eat fiber. Come on. What is that? You're low on fiber. Eat a bran muffin. You don't eat Metamucil. Sorry. Now, see, I've been reading some tips recently on how to properly conduct a YouTube channel, and one of the tips is not to go off topic. As you can see, I kind of go off topic a lot. That is because my mind goes into 1,000 places at the same time. But there are disadvantages. They say that one disadvantage is that you go all over the place, but frankly, that's the only advantage that I have going for me, because frankly, my ability to play this game is not going to be the advantage. I don't think people are going to be watching this thinking, Johnny Slick did a very deft maneuver here with New York. I should copy that in the future. Ooh, he built a shrine in 500 BC. How intelligent of him. I don't think people are going to be doing that. I think if anybody watches this, it's because of the random comments that I make. But as I was saying, the definite downside is that sometimes it makes you think of Metamucil, and that's never a good thing. It's pretty much, it really is never a good side to think about Metamucil, unless you are 70, and then maybe it's fun. I don't know. I remember when Metamucil came in a can. and it was called cod liver syrup. And I used to go to the Five and Dime to buy it with a halfpenny because we had those at the time. I believe that means I lived in England. So I'm both old and English. It's kind of two strikes against me, but I have better health care. Ha, Americans. All right. That was my new character. It's called Old Englishman Who Hates America. You should be hearing from him later in later episodes. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me. I didn't plumbing the depths of my character. I didn't know I had that person in me. And all right, I think this is going to go. Oh, whoops! Lost my chance to have that in there. Civilization is such a one-turny game. You know what I mean? A game where you're like, okay, I'm playing. Okay, one more turn, and then you look up and it's like 8 in the morning, and you've played through the entire night. Civilization is just notorious for that. So in a sense, the YouTube like half an hour or so cutoff limit, I think is mostly a good thing in this sense, because it means that this won't happen to me, or if it does, it's because I did 20 straight YouTube videos, which is insane. Anyway, let's see here. Gonna build that there farm, irrigate, and I think that's right. Got to choose some new research. And then I chose philosophy. What are we going to do next? You know what? I'm going to leave the story there. See, that's what we call ending on a cliffhanger, folks. Kids, you want to know how to make the good Civilization Let's Play video? That's how you do it. You end on cliffhangers. What philosophy? Actually, did philosophy. What technology will we learn next? Will it be sailing? I'm going to give this away for you. No, it's not going to be sailing because I don't have any coastal cities. The wheel, which allows you to build the chariot archer, which I can't build because I don't have any horses. Or drama and poetry, which is, why would I build drama and poetry with Attila the Hun next to me? There are horses down there. You know, it may sound like I just figured this out, but I didn't. This is going to be the cliffhanger. Tune in next time, people, or don't, and incur my wrath. That's right. I know web development. I can make your computer blow up. Goodbye.